Hey everyone, welcome to Beach Investing. I'm your host, Andrei Angelkovski. We're here today with Jeff Reed. How are you, Jeff?
Hey, Andrei.
So, Jeff, as you know, has been working on this beach project. It's been a massive renovation, and throughout the whole project, he's been teaching students, basically throughout the whole project, of how to flip houses, how to renovate houses properly by code, how to design, and just a whole bunch of stuff that will help people learn how to renovate big projects. And one thing that I like to say is, you know, Jeff, you've really impressed me this whole project by what you've done. You really have. And you know, don't take my word for it. You're going to meet some of the students tonight. But so if you want to learn how to renovate, learn how to flip houses in the beaches or anywhere, learn how to hire contractors and price things properly, I think Jeff's course and class is definitely for you. So what Jeff does is you basically, this is your first project that you've done with class, and then you're going to look for your next project that you're going to either flip or renovate extensively, and you're going to look for another class, and then you're going to keep doing this. And so tell us.
Well, basically, I've been passing off some of my trades over the years, and a lot of the time people come back and they say that that trade hasn't performed. So I got a little bit sick of hearing all the criticism about some of the trades that I thought were really, really good. So I decided that there might be a possibility that some of these people didn't know how to manage the trades. And so rather than me passing off the trades, I thought it'd be a good idea to empower the individual to manage the trade. There's a lot of communication that's necessary. Once you have good communication, you're giving the trade the ability to finish on time and on budget. And so we've taken this project from the ground right up for the last 6 months, and we're presently shopping for the next house. And that house will control the direction of the course. We may do something like learn about multifamily. We may learn about how to sever, how to do additions. But chances are it's going to be a full gut reno in excess of 200 grand again. And anybody who's interested can go to my website at www.priority-management.ca.
Yeah, I'll put that in the blog. So basically, just so you're aware that Jeff does renovations that are more than $200,000 renovations. So they're not small. They're big learning, big learning projects.
Yeah.
So let's hear what other students have to say. So Roger, come on here.
Hello. My experience on this course, I came to the country 10 years ago. I've been brought up in a different environment, different construction methods, different approaches to trades, and I didn't have any of that knowledge of what happened in Toronto or in Canada. So from my perspective, this has been really beneficial in understanding the methods of construction, how to go about managing the trades in this country. And I'm going to apply it in applications which I'm looking for. So I found it really beneficial from that aspect.
You're going to be renovating your own property?
That's the idea, yes. So I'm also looking for other property opportunities.
So basically, what you're going to take what you've learned here and apply it
Absolutely.
to your own house and to other investment properties as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Good for you.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Diane.
Diane.
Yes.
So tell our viewers how did you benefit from this course that you took with Jeff?
First of all, I'm not alone.
Should we bring your significant other?
Yes, because thanks to Jeff, Mark is also part of this. So that was good, Jeff. Thank you for that. The course, when I heard about Jeff's course before it came out, I was really excited about it, and I thought timing was everything. I didn't think I could participate. I do recall you mentioning one day that this would fit exactly what I needed, and I wanted to be a general contractor. I wanted to hire the trades on a big project. Basically, our Belize, if you are familiar with that, is basically a goal, a dream of rebuilding a family home. And I always said I want to do it, and obviously with the support of Mark. And then the course came up, and to think that I'd be part of this project and still be able to start the other one has been amazing. The lessons learned, they're endless. We're still learning, and we're applying it though. And at the end of the day, this is all about, you know, creating obviously a family home, but credibility, because I want to repeat this. And I think there's nothing better than saying, here's the example, this is how I did it, this is why I did it. But the backing is surrounding yourself with people that are good at it, and not just good at it, but really good at it. And obviously Jeff has been extremely supportive. And the course covers everything, every facet you can think of on building, from small details, little tips, to, you know, complicated things when you've got, you know, rivers running in the back of your foundation. And I'll never forget that day. But as far as applying it to the future, we're doing it right now.
You're living your goal.
Yeah, I'm totally living my goal. I can't wait to share those results as well. First, we'll share these results. This is pretty impressive, and then we're going to do it again, and in the near future, very near future. The next one will, and I'm quoting it right now, the next one will be a flip hoodie. But,
so give us an idea of the size of the renovations you're doing while you're in the course.
It's over $300,000 project in value, and the reason it can fit in that price range is because we're general, you know, we're contracting it out ourselves. So we're on site every day. We, you know, manage, last week I was managing 3 different crews, so I could have never done those skills. As much as I understand parts of renovation, I was familiar with that. It's just the scale of the project and piecing it together in the steps, and, you know, your spreadsheet and your priority and who does what, you know, between venting and electrical. Like, I just found out my venting guy won't do venting if the electrician, you know, that you see where the trades overlap, and you see where the trades have their methods, and how do you introduce, well, I like this product, like I want my radiant floor clipped, versus, you know, he's got a machine and he ties it down in the mesh. So there's the idea of all these, you know, people have their habits and their way of working, and how do you fix that, and how do you adapt to that?
And you learned a great deal of that.
Huge. I mean, you know, people have their ways, but again, when you're dealing with so many different experts, you know, and you need to have the confidence, you know, what do they want? You have to be able to answer those questions, and that's the thing. You got to know what the question is, right? Do you mind doing this? Or, you know, or the framers, like, do you want an overhang? You know, it's not showing in the drawings, Diane. How do you do that? Okay. So it's to answer those.
How are you staying on budget? How are you formulating that?
Fixed pricing was done before on the build part. I had worked before with the finishing products. To budget that. I work with the end backwards just to have an idea of what our taste, what our end results or effects are going to.
Checklist?
Yeah, and definitely huge. The binder has been very impressive. The binder we built through Jeff's course, and all the tabs basically, which repeats the Excel spreadsheet that we built. I have that binder on site every day with all my permits, all my drawings. And each trade gets to refer to it. They'll have all the specs to the products. And when you take it out, oh yeah, and when you take it out and you show it and you put it out there, you go, okay, you're tab 36, and they see what you've got in there, the reaction has been, there's not one trade that hasn't said something. Yeah.
Well, it's clear that you've learned quite a bit, and thank you for sharing that.
Yes.
And I guess, Mark, would you like to say something?
Oh, sure. Now that I think I'll try to find the holes that are left over. The one thing that I've found that was really invaluable with Jeff's course is a lot of times with, you know, just setting to be able to be organized enough, to be able to set out, to be able to go through all the different trades, to be able to keep them, to be able to interview them properly, to be able to get an idea of the scope of the job. And I mean, you can, you know, you'll start off, before we've done, you know, like lipstick jobs where we do a kitchen and that, but when you're starting to talk into the larger jobs, you really have to have a template down to be able to know what the hell you're doing, or else you're going to get yourself into like water that you can't swim in. And if you don't have this template, and this is what Jeff has kind of instilled on me and Diane and everybody in this course, is with these templates down and using those fundamentals, you're able to be able to weather through any little problems that you might come into, having problems with trades, having problems with delivery, how to deal with permits, all these little areas. It helps to kind of bring that together to make it a little bit more focused so that you can see what direction you need to go. So it's really, I feel sorry for other people that don't have this opportunity. So.
Well, now it's being offered, so thank you for saying that, guys. Thank you so much. Come on in. Come on in.
Hi guys.
How are you doing, Stephen?
I'm Jeff.
Yeah. So tell us, what did you sort of learn in this class?
The class gave me, Jeff, thank you very much. I was doing for the last 5 years renovation, but let me tell you, I wish I had the opportunity to have this class before. Had saved me money, headache, and my project would not be gone sideways normally how what is happening. So you gave me the confidence to be able to talk and work with my contractors. And so much so that normally I do twice a year. Not after this training, I'm going to be doing 2 renovations at the same time. One is a big one that is going to be around 300, wow. And a small one that is just a renovation around 20,000. So as you can see, one is for flipping, another one is a fixed and hold for myself. Wow. So what I wanted to say that you gave me now also the time, the same time, because it would take me a 6 months one, 6 months another one. Now I'm doing the same,
Two at the
same time.
She's a veteran investor who does flips and who does holds, and she wanted to become more of a master of doing renovations herself and managing them herself.
Yeah, and not only that, Jeff, that training that I had, really I acquired a lot, because the way you transmit the information is for a very complex issue such as construction, make me like able to want to continue to learn much more. So what I'm looking is, if you are going forward having those training, I'm gonna be going to the next group, because I really need
the next course.
Yes,
no problem.
I will. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Bye bye.
Hi.
How's it going?
What's your background?
I'm actually in school for interior decorating, and so if I knew where my life would be 6 months ago and compared to now, huge difference. I've been lucky enough that you've hired me on, which is so.
You've been working out great. You've been specializing in the design. Had a major impact on this house, and you've been a great hand. As you can see, she's been working all over the house, everything from grinding the floors to she's going to be putting the urethane on the walls, the sealer. So
yeah, I'm a little dirty, so I've been getting my hands dirty and involved in the project, which has been amazing. So yeah.
Is there anything in particular that you've learned that you could pass on to people, maybe about renovating properties?
Yeah, definitely. You've been teaching me how to get different quotes and all that, and sourcing out about 3 different quotes if you can, and getting them on site and dealing with them and how to manage them, which has been really great. So.
And you're going to be doing a project shortly?
Yeah. My brother has a condo that he'd like me to sink into and manage. So
another renovation that you're going to manage on your own.
Yeah, I do feel like I can do it now, which is great. Good. 6 months ago, I wouldn't have said that. But.
Excellent. So it sounds like you're getting a good foundation. You're learning a little bit about how to flip houses and real estate investment.
Yeah, and doing decorating and seeing this side of things and what can be done and what can't be done will be huge.
Well,
thank you so much.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
So the other thing I wanted to kind of mention is that what I found very useful is Jeff actually got every single one of his students to participate or be in charge of a particular trade. So Roger, the first guy you met, he actually was in charge of roofing, and I learned something. He presented his part today, and what was interesting, Roger, come here for a second. So Jeff has provided us with some sort of tip sheet, like to understand what a reasonable price is when you go look for quotes, right? And based on that, you were able to find about 5 different roofers and get different quotes.
Right.
And some were like outrageously high, but some were extremely low. But based on what Jeff provided us with a range, a decent, reasonable price, you were able to determine, you know what, these were actually in line, and some were actually too low or too high.
Right. We were able to get a very competitive situation out of it, which was obviously beneficial.
How much would you say that we've saved as compared to the first couple of quotes that we got on the roof?
Well, we saved more than 50%.
So like what in the figures, like what, 6,000 I think it was?
$6,000.
So you saved $6,000 because of what you've taught us, and
yeah,
it's invaluable. So I'd like to say
it
again,
really put it competitive bid together. It was really beneficial.
yeah.
That's
So I'd like to say it again. Thank you so much for. Thank you guys. I appreciate your feedback and.